oi sashi peki chushin me to tram ri ra le shi ni de gem pa di sangye shindu me te buwagi chokun namanda shila chupar sho oi jese lama tamba kenangi chuku kalai kenze tintene jitar zambe duje zemala sage chuki chaba tu soy idam guru ratna mandala kamniyatayami.
Sangye
Chudan soge chonam la chanchu bado dani kepsuch dage chunyen jive tsonam ye dola penje sanje duvasho.
Sangye
Chudan soge chonam la chanchu bado dani kepsuch dage chunyen jive tsonam ye dola penje sanje duvasho.
Sangye
soge chonam la chanchu bado dani kesu dage chenyen jive sonam ye dola penche sanje dubasho.
Dove trova nam si sabjinge je kungma kunde sambo si kunde tola ta So traditionally, the lineage lamas of lamrim, when they give teachings on lamrim, not only that, even other teachings are anyway. So, I have any teaching that's given that extends the commentary of lamrim becomes like that. Any Panagawatika logic, which has 4 chapters, and then the Alakarka 8 chapters, and then here, then you got path to enlargement and Madhamika. So so basically, extended teachings of all the existence in the nature of the true truth. So the Buddhism is whole entire Buddhism is based to truth. Truth of the truth of the altruism, the truth of the all-obscure mind. So kundu ji demba, and demba. Then method, path method, less difficult path, and the primary Mahayana Sutra, path method wisdom, and then part of the Mahayana secret mantra, Mahayana Bhajana, then the part method wisdom. So in the all that into path method wisdom, then the goal was to achieve the Dhammakaya Rupakaya, holy body, holy mind, Buddha. So that, so in whole entire Buddhism, so to base to truth, so that so the Kasuri, yeah. So then Binaya, Abhidhamma Kosha, then all that, the experience, by elaborating then those 5 great scriptures, you have the lamrim, so the Kasuri essence is lamrim, imported into the lamrim, all the subject, Kasuri. The listening, teaching, then Kasuri, the motivation to listen, teaching, to pure, to be Dharma. First of all, motivation has to become Dharma. You can't just listen well. No, you have to the mind to listen. Dharma has to be pure, has to be Dharma first. So like that has to be Dharma first. Cannot hold the Dharma, the attachment, clinging the pleasure of this life. Cling to life. No, the mind should be free from that. Understand about that. So if you stand about that, it becomes black, non-virtue, the old Dharma. So all of that. Non-virtue. So that is non-virtue, then listening, teaching, action, listening, teaching, action, that's non-virtue. The result of suffering. So beyond this life, suffering. So that. Even is listening, teaching. So standing here, listening, teaching, and then as I mentioned the other day, charity, any retreating for whole life, on the mountain, seeing nobody and whatever. You see, not even sleeping, being so much hardships or whatever. Then practicing tantra or whatever, very hard meditation or hard subject or doctrine or whatever. Then action, whatever you're doing. So appear which looks religious action, Dharma action. From our outside people look, you're doing good things, outside look. But in reality, the motivation is not only Dharma, stand by the eight-worldly thought, eight-worldly thought, non-virtue, attachment getting to this life. Then all those looking religious action from outside, all the people praising you, all that, but however, it's not. It's all non-dharma. It's all non-virtue. Result on is suffering beyond from this life. So like that. So that means even you treat like that, you hold your life in the cave, in Himalayan mountains. Himalayan mountain or African, they have somewhere cave. How you do all life to not seeing people, not seeing dogs and cats, birds. So you wait all non-virtue. Then like that. So even you teach Dharma all your life, but along with that mind. Happiness, comfort in this life. Then it gets very, then attachment to not to have a discomfort, and then then gets very, to attachment to receive praise, and then attachment to not to receive criticism, and because attachment to the happiness, and then of course attachment to discomfort and unhappiness, and of course then attachment to receive praise, then of course you have attachment dislikes the criticism, attachment not criticism, then you see then it gets repetition, then attachment to pleasure, repetition, then of course pleasure that not repetition, because bad reputation. Good reputation, then to not have a bad reputation, the attachment to that. First, and then receiving birthday gift, so forth. Then receiving material birthday gift is so important. Somebody said happy birthday, and at least to say the words. Somebody sing happy birthday, or at least the words, and then because so important for your happiness. And anyway, so reputation, attachment, then there's attachment that is better, not to have better reputation. That's what there's the attachment in the intuition sound. Then there's the attachment would be to not have bad and the unintuition sound like that. So this. So this in the West, I don't think I haven't yet realization of this conclusion. I haven't heard yet. Of course, it talks so many words. There are books, about problems of this life, but not yet. I've seen something cleared up from where the problem comes, So like that, like Dharma. So in the West, that you have to go to psychologists many years, and doctors and psychotherapists and so many things, and then besides you earn living money for living, then they mean the doctors and medicine for medicine, money for medicine, for treatment, for hospital, many extra things. So this all that's come from based on the age-old Dharma. So so that's my root guru Rinpoche. There's verses from Abhidhamma Kosha he often recites. It's very, very, very effective. It's a verse so clear, it's like a movie, of your mind. So, but I don't remember by heart, unfortunately. I haven't got together my mind, so I have to get that. So anyway. So all that from there, all the problems, all the life problems, this and that, I have this problem, that problem, that. Some even the body doesn't have problems, but so many problems. So no peace, no happiness. Even you have $1 billion, $1 trillion, even it's okay. You are living, even though you have money to live for several lifetimes. But so much problem in the mind, so much mental sickness. So all this come from the idol Dharma. So basically, attachment to this life. So what means practicing Dharma? I mean, it's just a start. My talk is just to start. And so what means practice Dharma? what means practicing Dharma is renouncing this adult Dharma. You have to know what means practicing Dharma. What is it? What is it? So you have to know what it means. I don't know whether I've gone through the story, or you may have heard of it. Anyway, so in Redding in Tibet, this Lama advised to Damdamba. He's also Chinese, he translated for Lama. So to build a monastery, Redding Monastery, we went the third pilgrimage in Tibet. We went Redding, but it was announced to the Chinese before we came. So nobody, no from village, nobody can come. They were announced before we came. So we stayed as a tent, maybe 3 days maybe. So around 11 o'clock, one lady came. She brought wood. She brought a firewood plant. She would firewood. She didn't come with the empty hand. She came firewood wrapped on a apricot, not apricot. Apron. She wrapped up. She came. She was not allowed by Chinese, but she came at 11 o'clock. I was in the tent. She brought it. Then you can't say who she is. And anyway, then the monk appointed by the Chinese office to run the monastery, so he invited us afternoon. We're going to go up to where Lama Tsongkhapa wrote lamrim, graduate path to enlightenment, in the next room where he taught. So we were going to go there up, and then he invited us in the monastery. He ordered tea and snacks and that. Then like I said, since I was doing this, by the way, so there's water. When you arrive there's water. And above the room there's something which is a deity statue. Lama Adisha. So holy object. I think gave to Damdamba, I'm not sure. So we offered gold paint, and then pearls. The decoration, the pearls and offering. So upstairs there's the holy object. So downstairs there's water coming from the earth. So if you drink this, you become free from the Lord, and they come and get purified. So very, very precious holy water. So upstairs they start to bring in the big room, Gomba, and then we all do prayers and things there. So something which you teach. I think Lama Disha was. So the most holy statue that then we went up hill, and then both rooms where Lama Tsongkhapa wrote Lamrim and taught both the ruined. On the backside there's a wall but ruined. So at that time I didn't ask to give me a stone relic from that. It's so precious. So really I want to bring stone to America or to wherever to bring from there. But I didn't get to ask the monk. Yeah, but I may go to small pieces later, but from through other students, and yeah, I don't know whether he will give or not, but I can say that's very precious relic, Lama. You know, Lama lived there for many years, and like that, you see. So there's only ruined and some rocks, and then the backside the walls left. And then there's his guru, Lama Umapa, I think Satya. So above that, the one was made new, but didn't have time to go see. So we did Joshua preliminary practice. There I chanted, and it's all late, so lit candles, and the monk was there. Which then became late when you go down, come down. We come down to the monastery, but nobody fell down. And as fortunately, nobody fell down. So like that, yeah. So yeah, that the things are doing, but this incarnation passed away. They're recognized by his own authority. They passed away. So they found incarnation. They tried to go to Lama Lake, and yeah, then not asking us on it, and externally they did what they're supposed to do, what they did, how in the past did for incarnation, to find out for the Lama incarnation, and things like that, all the science there. But in the externally they did Heba, so we didn't go to see, because not sure what is regarded by us or not. So I didn't go to see. He was another place, not the monastery, but a little bit near, down another place. So I didn't go to see that time. But we see Tibet, the Tibetans went to see, so we didn't go. Yes. Yeah, there's I told the stories there. So Dumdamba, Jawa Dumdamba, who built the monastery, translated over Lama Disha in Tibet. So there's an older man, maybe first time meditating. So Jawa Dumdamba, while he was walking in the forest, all the trees are so old. It's all like this, but it's kind of very expressive. The trees is not true like that, but it's all unbelievable expressive. So it is said that in the book pilgrimage of reading this book says all those Dumdamba's hair sprinkled outside, and these trees happened. So all this very expressive tree that. But that's not the only story. There's Swayambhu. It was trees, Swayambhu on the mountain hill, that Nagarjuna sprinkled his hair on the mountain, then the trees grew from that. So it got very special, holy trees. There are many similar stories. So anyway, so he asked, Dumdamba asked the man, what are you doing? So he asked the man, what are you doing? Oh, I'm meditating. Then Dumdamba said, it's good that you are meditating, but it's better to practice Dharma. To practice the Dharma, holy Dharma. Not old Dharma, but holy Dharma. Then he thought, well, Dumdamba said practice Dharma, so maybe reading text. So he was reading text. So one day, Dharma was walking around between the trees and reading. So he met the old man reading text. Oh, what are you doing? I'm reading Dharma text. So it's good that you're reading Dharma text, but it's better to practice the Holy Dharma. You didn't ask what is Holy Dharma. So then he started to circumambulate at the temple. So the one day again he met the Dhamma. He asked, "Oh, what are you doing?" The old man mentioned, "I'm circumambulating the temple." So it's good that you are circumambulating the temple, but isn't better to practice Holy Dharma? After 3 times, then he asked, "What is Holy Dharma?" But he tried many things. So then the Dhamma answered, "Renounce this life. Renounce this life." So people might think renounce this life is, give up everything. You belong nothing. You give up everything. Even your body, even your skin, even your bones inside. Give away. Give away. I tell this story sometimes. One old student called Italian. Oh, and there's a few, 3 or 4 Italians at the beginning. So, so there's one called Pero. So he in the West, there are different people according to their karma. How they meet Dharma is they find different books. For some people, they find different books. So according to the books, then they follow. They go to see India, Nepal, is a Dharma. Our first student, the Princess Zina Derechevsky, that was her name, because I think in Russia, like India, so many kings and different area. I think maybe like India in the past. I think then I don't know what happened. They escaped from Russia to France. The family developed in France. Then she lived everywhere: Greece, America, rich and poor, and all kinds of life. She went through, and so how she met Holy Dharma was she in America. She made a book, Lama Govinda book. There was a professor from Germany, Lama Govinda. He came in Tibet and he saw the great yogi, the Rinpoche, the great yogi, whose monastery I became a monk. So she saw this book, she found this book, and then she came to meet Rinpoche in India, sometime in Kopan Monastery. You climb up from Siliguri mountain. Then there's on top of Karsang, one town. Then from there you go towards Darjeeling. Then Sunada, one town. Then to Goom. Just right after you cross Goom, the train station, and then right after that train station, then there's a monastery new monastery down to the road. There's another good monastery behind the hill in the government or something. Old good monastery, but both are built for the great yogi and the Rinpoche. But the older one, I don't know what the monks are not staying there. There's the monks from the Nyingma. There's a house, a room where the great yogi lived, and everything that. So there's a Maitreya Buddha inside, has diamond in here, diamond. So from Darjeeling, tourists go, doesn't mean to see Maitreya Buddha, but to see the diamond. This one go 5 minutes by car. So from Darjeeling, many tourists come to the diamond. Yeah, so that's so. I'm just telling the stories. Anyway, the monks lived in the new Go monastery. So there I lived many times from Baksa, because not TV, not being healthy. So went many times and lived there many months. So I was a monk from the Tromagesi monastery from Tibet. These are branches of the monastery from Tibet. I didn't see all the monasteries in India, but some. So she came to that to look for Tromagesi Rinpoche. Yes, that was the purpose she came. Because she saw the Lama giving the book, and that's how. So the monastery didn't have monk who speaks English well. So there's one monk who spoke some words, so that Dutta is in the sound of dragon, his name. So he brought. We were inside, Lama and myself were inside room. Then he brought her. Oh, there's a real friend. He opened the door and the curtain opened. Oh, there's a friend outside. There's a friend. Your friend came. And he opened the door and your friend came. So then she came inside. She was blonde hair and then wearing the sweater that's sold at the Darjeeling bus station, where the Tibetan small pieces of things. So bought a sweater from that, and she was wearing. And then my teacher from Tromagesi, which is Monastery Tibet, there's a big mug, the monk's mug, huge mug, that the Hayang. What's Hayang? Hayang. I don't know Hayang, yeah, how many? So it's a huge mug, this much, you see. He brought tea in the kettle. Ordinary tea is what one wants to. So he brought and they filled it up to her. Then that day she drank all the tea. There was Tibetan tea. Then after that, I never saw her drink Tibetan tea. Until she died. Never saw her. But that day, very auspicious, she drank all. Yeah, then I tried to translate just a few words and just broken English, and then to Lama. Lama is also learning English, and from Baksa, and so she came like that for maybe, I don't know, 6 months, no, some months, 2 3 months. 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, then stop the car on the road beside the monastery. Then baby what's that? Ritual? Huh? Ria was the baby, and then Nepalese girl looking after that. But they don't come to in the months, no. So sometimes kept the car. Yeah, she maybe 1 hour discussed from. She would carry a book, Madame Blavatsky. There was another one, I don't remember her name. She went in Tibet and met Lama, and I think that maybe translation of foundation book called Alexander. Yeah, that's the one book. But most books of this one like dictionary, Madame Blavatsky. She carried everywhere. She carried. That is what she read in the, in the room at Kopan, old house built by Nepalese king. He's good astrology, British style. So she's in the bigger room. In this small room. She was in the bigger room, big bed. She was eating the dinner, yogurt with the nuts inside, all things. Eating, then the book here, and there's no distraction, but constantly only read it. It is, then the dog, then there's a big dog called Roy or Rock or Roy or something. Big dog in Bauta we stayed, Chidan Lama's son's house. Not 1 year, but long time. So one day many dogs came. This dog came among that and stayed with her. So the dog came up with her. So this dog was staying in bed. She was eating the dinner, the yogurt and there is the dog. And then between that, dog legs like she didn't recognize all them. Then she eat it. Then it was still like that, completely absorbed in there. They say, wherever she goes, carry this book. I mean, if you read Buddhism like this, including lamrim, she would have read all the kanju, tenju, and Buddha's teaching, Pandit's commentaries. She would read all the teaching Buddha, she would have finished. If she read in the Buddhism, but Madame Blavatsky, big book. I must be in the library and marked them. So this wherever she goes, in Libertine, she is. I think she just sort of looks like she's following every religion. She kind of every religion or something like that. I'm not sure. What? I didn't hear. Huh? What's it called the name? Theosophy Society. Oh, it's kind of that, yeah. Theosophy. It's amazing. And so then that's how you see trauma wasn't there. I think already came from Tibet. They put Chinese, they put the incarnation after he finished the study, all the philosophies, and he became Geshe, and just about to come to Tomo or the monastery, and everybody, the benefactors, everybody was so ready to welcome. And then Tibet was that time they were taken by communist China also. Yeah, so just about to come to Dharma. Oh, the people, everybody welcomes so much, and then it didn't happen. So I was there for only. I lived 3 years in Pakri. It's a very business place. Things received from Kalimpong, India. Tomatoes or cups or things, then from Lhasa, then from Shikate, that city. Oh, that's a very business place. I spent 3 years to puja there every day. I'm every one day in 1 year. That's why. So New Year, 1 day or 2 days. So from the monastery, I became a monk. I lived only 6 months. Offered my examinations. The 2 books, many prayers, and the second one I didn't get to memorize. So first one book I memorized and offered the examination. And in the Gomba with all the monks, and Unde was sitting on the throne, and the leader of the puja, offered the examination to him. Unde is this very special monk. So he passed away. The incarnation can remember all the text, what he memorized in the past life, he could remember. Now this is a very special thing. Listen. The very special thing in this, he's very special monk. He passed away, and the incarnation remember all the text that he memorized. He remember. He can remember the child. You have to know that. It's a history. What happened to his incarnation. All of that. So anyway, then Lama sent Jina, the first Russian student, left. Here was before that, Mama Max is another disciple running. She runs as test teacher for the American Lingual School for many years in Nepal, Kathmandu. So she took care the Kopan Monastery and built first monks resident. I think I mentioned to you a little bit. And she was looking after us, Lama and myself. And so on the Saturday we could go down the town from here to her. But it was most of the time because some of the things, just true stories or other things. Then we come back. So she helped. Certainly Lama sent her to the mountains. They treated with the monastery to unbelievable number of mantra, unbelievable number, but not exactly following the long literature, not exactly that. But unbelievable number of mantras. I think she finished. That's why she finished. Also, Lama and the Mamas went to visit her. And then one was building the Zopa Monastery, spending most time summer there. Then she sent letters from there to the monastery up to Sulakambur. And I couldn't understand the meaning of the words. She has having so much experience in the university, so much experience, so that many words I couldn't understand. So she asked me to come down. For that, I didn't have Dharma connection with Kipchi Rinpoche, so I didn't get to go down. So, then she passed away. She has a connection with the Bajaguni, and she always makes paintings. Bajaguni, and like that, and then the Trishna gave initiation to her, and she did and many experiences she had. She passed away, and maybe she had some discomfort, pain, or stomach or something. And then she passed away, and the daughter was there in the bed. Her daughter, Rhea, was there, and Rhea to hold her knee, says, "Mother, mother, don't die, don't die." I don't know how she knew that. Hold her knee and don't die, don't die. And then mother hold her mala very strong, and she said, and she died. Maybe she died in meditation or something like that. Then from here, Rosanyema Lama's disciple from Tibet, he went up there to take care. So unbelievable good weather when the body was taken to the burn, you see. So then he checked, I don't remember, I told the story before this course. He asked to teach Rinpoche where she is now. She had to teach Rinpoche more observation with the mother. Then Rinpoche said, "But you can pure land, tabakatu." Rinpoche answered that she is born in pure land, tabakatu. But if you're born, anybody born in the tabakatu, the image, then there definitely 100% you become enlightened there. You are able to born tabakatu. So that is what you call it. It has not Amitabha, but that's pure land. Then then that happened. So then, when I went to South India, there's a Thajar Rinpoche, one very high Lama ceremony in Balukabi. So he kept his son with the past life, has so much faith, devotion to him, that is the incarnation of Katambakisha Podawa. So I went to see him, and then he said, she's in prayer. She didn't say Tabakatu, but he said similar. He said she's in the extremely beautiful, extremely good place she's born. There's a similar what she didn't say Tabakatu, but it sounds similar to what Deputy Trishna said. Then I asked, I have one pen friend who is a Buddhist member in London, who took care of me for 6 years. Baksa, she sent a little bit of money, and so we buy some spiritual extra, so that food or something, Lama and myself. And after I got TV, she sent the money to all the medicines. In school, young Lamas from school, all the expenses to medicine. She sent all the medicine and drinking milk and all the things that she sent. Then at the end she sent one set of robe. There's a first Western lady, woman who became nun. The first one ordained by Tomageshi Rinpoche, not the great Yogi, the incarnation. The first one, there was nobody before ordained nun. So this Sister Bajra, her name is Sister Bajra, she got the money from that Rachel Levy, my pen friend, who sent a letter, who sent the most letters to me at Baksa. But many of the people can't read, but we're all right, the old person writing, so only I can recognize him. asked, she also died. So asked Lama Rinpoche, what about her rebirth? Then she said, oh, she's good at the moment. She's good now. That's all it is. But the Zina is a very good place. But it's similar. So I want to receive Dharma connection. So I want to receive all transmissions, advices from him, but he needs a text which is big letters. So I could not find that time. The Sanitary library is very, very, very primitive. Only your own college writing. But maybe not even Lama Tsongkhapa complete, I'm not sure. But it's very limited, like all time, so like that. So now, of course, probably the whole world, I'm not sure, the science and medicine is not different. So I could not find, so I didn't get the Lama passed away. So, so Pero, so he saw a Milarepa book. He saw a Milarepa book. So Milarepa gave everything, as live as such a life. So he tried to imitate with that. So he gave everything from what he has house. He gave everything to the people. Then he came. I think he maybe didn't recognize. Give this life means gives the attachment, which brings all the problems in life. So you give up the attachment. So bring the unbelievable peace with all the problems you don't have. So I think he maybe not recognize that what it's given up. So all the materials he gave away. Then came along the Kopan. Then that time he was wearing some like sadhus, thin yellow cloth. When you stand up, then you can see the legs through. Then that I'm sure he realized what it means giving up this. Just want so I'm not teaching.
Oma ahu, Lama Sangye Lama Chöte She Lama Gedunde Kungi Che Ye Lama Nam La Chöbaba.
So first motivation is the get about the Lord, capable of being angel. So it has to be like that. Otherwise it doesn't become Dharma, doesn't become holy Dharma. So then the action, listening, teaching become non-virtue. The result only suffering after this life. So like that. So therefore, yes, in the course here, such like this lamrim, such Dharma course, holy Dharma course, then that's why then the motivation has to be clarified. It's so important to become Dharma, holy Dharma, pure, listening, teaching. So the second one is second one is not even not enough, not being reborn or remunerated there by human body in next life. There's not enough. You have to be free from oceans of samsara suffering, and you see like that. So the motivation, even to achieve liberation from samsara, yourself from samsara, oceans of samsara suffering, even that is not enough. Of course, there is a gradual path, a middle capable living motivation and goal, to achieve liberation from samsara. Yes, but in the reality, it's not real meaning of life. The real one, with real benefit. Then that to be even free from the raw nirvana, from self-chasing thought, and then to achieve the peerless happiness, total cessation of the obscuration, completion, realization, the enlightenment. Then so that you can free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment. For that, you need to achieve state of omniscience. Not that. So you have to be this motivation, bodhisattva. So listening, teaching, this is lamrim, this is minor teaching. So you haven't generated from good devotion, then root of the path to enlightenment, the gradual path of low capable, middle capable, then is a high capable, but it's the realization, not yet, not happened, but to begin from the beginning, but practice from good devotion, from the beginning. Then you have to do the bodhisattva motivation, to benefit all the sentient beings, to yourself to reach enlightenment, to enlighten all the sentient beings. So to benefit every single helpings, every single hunger force, every single animals. No matter how tiny is scientifically mentioned, the tiniest one in water, or so whatever, I don't know the name. Every single human beings, not this world, the universe, the numberless universe, and every single human being, to benefit him, to bring the enlightenment. So then you need to own this mind. Bodhicitta, then listening, teaching, you see. Like that. So like that. As I mentioned before, it's not like school or college, university, listening, I'm in the company, you're listening to your talk, or not like that. So there you don't need the same motivation, but here it's very important. Your motivation, your actual listening, teaching to the Dharma, as well as from the Lama side. You see, who teach Dharma, then done with bodhisattva, the benefit others with the bodhisattva, so the actual listening, talking, giving, teaching become cause enlightenment. So similar importance is similar. That so it's very important these things. Okay. So they were listening to Lamrim teaching. So people talking the teaching. I brought these two books because I mentioned yesterday helping the ants, all the creatures, the sentient beings. You see, helping in many different ways. So I want to tell you also, if you are interested, you see. So I thought make it to two boxes like that to catch insects in your house, and whatever it's like two. That's very easy to. One is difficult, but two, if you're two, very easy to catch. So I want to show you, because what people would know, there's such a method, easy way to help them. So when they go inside, there's a mantra, the mantra stainless lotus pinnacle mantra. So when they go underneath, it purifies 1,000 ionic karma. So it is the benefit when the insects go inside. Then the Singapore, this met in Singapore, I think Singapore, I'm not sure. Yeah, Singapore Center. I think the Fred or So this Namjalma protection. But if you go inside, then how long the naked karmas collected from beginning, I suppose, they get purified. So and Namjalma protection here, so they get inside. How long there? So all the obscurities get purified by the power there, so that they get the benefit. So then, this one is compassion, this one is wisdom. But they brought, then they brought both, same, the compassion, but it's super. One is wisdom, one is compassion. This wisdom, the compassion, this wisdom, so you haven't got the other part. So same shape, but it has different message. So of course, with part of the wisdom, you bring the sentiment to enlightenment. So that shows, you see. So here, only one box. So this same is this. So not the wisdom. So here, sentient being says, sentient being is inside. Says, I am the one who gives you all the happiness. You say, I want to explain many times, but I didn't explain details. I am the one who gives you all the happiness. The insects tell you. The purpose of my life is to be wishful into each and every sentient being. So, purpose of my life is to be wishful to each and every sentient being. Okay? So here, then from your side, what you think, this is my precious wishful jewel, this insect. From your side, what do you think? This insect, this is my precious wishful jewel, for whom I receive all the past, present, future happiness. So wisdom is not there. So same, similar message, I think. So you roll it, then goes inside. Then you close this. One. Then this one. This one goes back. This one. Like that goes back. You see. Like that. Like that. That's made in Singapore. This is made in Singapore, yeah. So one can order. So in the house, I mean outside, numberless. So in the house, in the kitchen, in the house. So that's how to help them. So if you made like this, if you don't know there's such thing to help, such easy way, then they cannot get benefit. So to help them, okay. So they can order then just a little bit to clarify or very useful to have this quotation written on your prayer book, in the diary book, for daily meditation. I mean, in their life to use for meditation. It's very good. Somebody said, how to meditate on emptiness. So they, by bodhisattva, great bodhisattva Thangma Sangpo said, he is a satya. From the four sectors, Satya, and Thangma Sangpo, great bodhisattva Thangma Sangpo said, there's a 37 practice, there's a language to certain 37 practice, bodhisattva, unbelievable moving mind. The words are very powerful, but he's a great bodhisattva, so it's very good to, especially if you have problems in the life, and you can't stand, you can't generate compassion or patience or anything, constantly anger, and you can't, very difficult to say that even you teach others about thought transformation or how to look at the problem as positive, happiness and everything's like that. But then yourself, you couldn't manage to your own problems. You don't use normally you don't use the Dharma teaching, the thought transformations, incredible techniques you don't use for your own problems. So these things can happen. You don't remember. When you see your problem, you don't remember the methods. Even though you're teaching to others, but you don't remember to your own problems. You don't remember. Your mind is too much overwhelmed by the problem, by the mountains of the problem, exaggerated by your mind. So you don't remember. Even the methods, even the teachings. You don't remember. So all like that. So that you see what it's saying. What is it? So to recite the words, the practice, to recite to go over, so good. This is your problem, relative to yourself. So good, it's unbelievable, it's simple to understand, and it's not complicated. So good, and so also like when you go around the strip bar, doesn't matter when you're going, but you read this, whether you're sitting, whether you're sitting on a bed or whether you're sitting outside, it doesn't matter. So read this. Unbelievable good, so you go around the strip out and read this. So like that, so good. Relate to your own life, your own problems. Then they because of the problems, then become inspiration to practice Dharma, to transform into happiness. And how fortunate you are to use your, the problem makes you to pursue for enlargement, free from samsara. So it's so good. Not just, I have this problem, then you are going to crushed in the mountain problems. Not that. Not like that. So you inspire. So like that, you see. To achieve enlightenment, into achieve liberation from samsara. So like that. So good. So anyway, the dungan so milam pushita tuna temper suna atanche. Dungan so milam pushita tuna temper suna atanche. Teacher message and tape is true about Jasilani. So dungan so milam pushita. like in the dream, give an example, in the dream, your son died. So your son is like Chinese or Indians or Indians, India, or so those certain countries that regard to son is kind of more success, and not in the West, but it's some of the countries like that. They see, those who kind of follow the caste like that. So they use son, child, Pooh. So died, died, so it means so sad, so they use something that you cherish, the family, the parents who cherish so much, son, so they died, and so much worry, fear, so much suffering, born, so much happy, birth, so much happy, but dead, there's so much suffering, so it's use example. To use example, do not so very, very suffering. Then turn on the mercy, so it's all is a hallucination. It's real suffering, real problem, real suffering, real problem that appeared, and you believe, you hold on that. So it's all total, if you analyze, total hallucination. There is such thing. There is such thing. So, but what appeared to you real, then appeared, you see, in Zopa said, thinking that's real, the true, the person, so you suffer, your life, you torture yourself, by thinking it's true, or what appears to you think it's true, you see. Therefore, when you encounter disharmony condition, unfavorable condition, so when you meet disharmony or unfavorable condition, what to do? Now listen, what to do? Look at it appears hallucination, look at the hallucination. Look at the hallucination. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. Now you understand. I mean, you are in psychology, this happens from that, spend so many $1 million, you don't solve your mind problem, you don't solve your problem, because the whole world on. So here, no, see the message, you understand? True Tawa. When I be the hallucination, then don't hold it true, but look at the, what appears the hallucination, look at the hallucination, look at the hallucination, True Tawa, look at the hallucination. You understand? Oh, this big, huge answer. That's a huge answer, you understand? Of solution. Angry attachment, anything. Why it helps for anything, pride and anything. You see, most amazing practice. Wow. It's an atomic bomb. Over the delusion. It's like that. Wow, it's true Tawa. Just look at it, hallucination. It's a bodhisattva practice. Just wow, incredible. So, you see, if you do this practice, wherever, either you live alone in the cave or wherever, or you live with hundreds of people or whatever, so incredible peace, happiness in there. Right now, right where, you have incredible peace, happiness. Without talking about liberation from samsara or enlightenment, without talking all that, just now, incredible peace, happiness. You see, things don't bother you. You understand? The problem doesn't bother you. Remember I told you, in the meeting, when somebody can start you, you are so selfish, but we can't do that, So then you see, your mind is watching the eye. You know, all the persons go blah 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 blah. Somebody prays you blah blah blah. So your mind is calm. Your mind is watching the eye. So the thing that the eye is what exists is nothing else, nothing more, except what is merely imputed by the mind. So subtle. It exists, but its light doesn't exist. So subtle. So while you are maintaining that, somebody criticizes you, somebody prays you, doesn't bother. Great peace. Your mind is great peace when you are maintaining the conventional truth. The truth of the original mind is there. Oh, see, yeah, the eye, you maintain the eye, and the nature of the convention. Yes, it exists. What is the eye? Eye is nothing else except what is merely imputed by the mind. What does that? You say, what's the eye? And then, you see, then doesn't make you angry. Somebody criticizes you. You don't see the point. You don't see the point. Other person criticizing you. Also, the other thinking, your eyes, you are merely, you are truly existing from its side. By looking in that way, he's complaining you. What he believes you don't exist is not there. You know, this is hallucination. Also, who prays to you, you do not exist from inside you. There is no real you. So that's what's wrong. You know, he prays. So you see that I exist in a manner made level by mind. So light doesn't exist. It's not, it exists, but it's not present. So you all meditate on that. I see incredible peace. So you see, you do not rise attachment and so when you think of the reality of the I, all of that, see, similar to the I, you know, the emptiness I, the real I. So it's the same. So, yeah, if you're able to meditate, you know, so like that, you see, doesn't matter. So right away, you have incredible peace in your mind. You know, the delusion, sorry, believing this problem is real, is not there. Holding on, the hallucination, but it's holding it's really true. Holding grasping, holding shamba, holding, you know, clinging with shamba, was not there. So what is holding? It's that which is a hallucination. You're looking at it. You're looking from inside at its hallucination. You see. That time you are not cheating yourself. Otherwise, they're holding. Oh, this is true. The person right. This is then you are cheating completely yourself. You are deceiving completely yourself. You understand? So now they wanna, if you use what the bodhisattva says, look at it, hallucination, as it is hallucination. Oh, you see, then you don't cheat yourself. You are protecting yourself. You are guarding yourself. You see, like Buddha said, you are the kasare. You are the enemy to yourself. You are the guide to yourself. Also, depending on what you do with the mind. Oh, then this time you become the God to yourself, not the enemy. The other one, they all try. Then you're enemy to yourself. You're harming to, you're torturing yourself. You understand? Whole life is torturing yourself. Your mind tortures yourself. You understand? Oh, there's so much suffering. Taking medicine and psychologists, doctors, all that. Yeah. So come from created by your mind. This, hallucination, things, real things appear to you, then looking at it real. Looking at the hallucination is real. So all the problem comes from that true legs, holding things at true legs, while it's a hallucination. So, all the problems came from that. Tubatawa, just a oh, that's great answer. Great answer. Solution, you understand? Best psychology, best meditation. Looking at the hallucination as it is hallucination, looking at it as not true. This helps every situation. So that any delusion it becomes antidote to every delusion. You understand? Oh, no delusion. So like that. Lula teaches the Timukula Nijute. Lula teaches the Timukula Nijute. Teaching Yaman time to get Timuja jump. Oh, so that sombre, Mari, Karatigre. I think Ayadava. Ayadava. I just mentioned this. So there is a little nuance. All the body is covered by sense bases. All the body. So like that, all the delusion is covered by ignorance. All the delusion bases ignorance. All the delusion covered by ignorance. Therefore, all the delusions, therefore, even all the delusion, by destroying the ignorance, then you destroy all the delusion. All the delusion. So here applying the importance of the the subtle dependent arising. To understand subtle dependent arising, then you have to learn the gross dependent arising. So gross dependent arising, through that you can understand subtle dependent arising. So the importance, then the conclusion comes on that. You understand? Write down in your diary book so that includes all the psychologists, all the doctors, everything. That you're the doctor, you're the best psychologist, you're the best psychologist, you're the best meditator, you're the best teacher, you're the best doctor, everything. So that you're the best police. Like that. Then other one, this is not the solution. So they sitting or sitting on the meditation group, or sitting or walking outside, as I mentioned before, or sitting outside on the rock or on the ground, whatever, or the sitting constant, whatever, the meditation on this. look at it. It's so holding everything is, truth. This we do. We've been doing this from beginning to birth. Truth, everything looking truth. Then all this problem rises, all the delusion rises, all the problem in the life, full of problems. Oh, you understand? So then there, as I mentioned before, then you go to hospitals and there are medicines and psychology, the doctors with the mind and all that things. You see, that's many times you don't know. Many times you get killed by the doctors. You get killed by medicine many times because they don't know. They actually don't know your sicknesses. They can't really see. Much ignorance, but they can't really see your sicknesses and can't see all your sicknesses. Difficult, without clairvoyance, and even no omniscient mind, clairvoyance, then you can, but not even clairvoyance, then difficult to see how much even your expert doctor and so like that. Difficult, not even every patient, and especially nowadays, they overdose their time, so doesn't follow, things don't follow according to text, medical text, like Tibetan medical text, nerves and everything, like this, you have this disease, like this, you have this disease. So nowadays, even the disease, you don't follow that. So then there's a danger, you get the wrong medicine. So like that. So many times doctors and medicine get killed too, without knowing, and sometimes for money, and not to help the patients, but to make money for them, to make money, and many times like that. And so doctors, the Tibetan doctor says first you have to compassion. The first like outline to be doctor. First you have to compassion of the patients. That's the first thing. There's few outlines. Then you don't regard this dirty, this, and you have to be considerate. You have to treat the patients, not thinking this is dirty, this, then you can't take care of the patients. So anyway, there's few outlines I don't remember. So compassion is a very important mentioned in the knowledge of doctors, the very basic thing. But I'm not sure in the West or they mentioned that. I doubt. In the West it's like that. Not easy, uneasy. Because the patients no idea. No, the only object with the Dharma Sangha is the doctor. Nothing else. The doctor. So it's up to the doctor. So doctor, can you use for money or just doesn't know, so they guess. So like that, many times get killed by the medicine. So very difficult. So there's no way to check as well like that, you see. Very difficult in the people's life. Sorry. Then the other one, by 7th Lama. This is very important. Very important. So write down in there also diary book. Constipation book. 콘대기 주제 멀리봐. 콘대기 주제 멀리봐. 랑떡배 제배 주마라. 전대벌 숨배 아당체. 투나가 마치 똥벌때. all this. Again, there's the advice, what to do. You understand? Not only talking about problems, then immediate method is nothing there, and not like that. Then your life there will just worry. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Okay. 그래서 건대게 첫째 말해봐. Every single phenomena, just make simple, without translating word for word, that may be difficult. Even maybe unable to translate correctly also. Then every single existence of the samsara nirvana, kundege chuje madhava, so that includes enlightenment. Rang tokwe chebe jumala. The one phenomenon, I, the creator of the action, is the creator. I, tokwe chebe. There's one word. What's it called? Superstition. Superstition creates things. What do you call it? What's the word? Huh? Superimposition. Huh? How do you say? Superimposition. Superimposition. Huh? Superimposed. No, there's one word, I don't remember. And I don't remember that. Anyway, oneself, tokwe java, fermented, no, not fermented. Okay. The one word, I don't remember. No. Rang tokwe cheba, and then, that's it, perfect. Maybe that one. Fabricated oneself, fabricated by the superstition. Self fermented by the, well, you can say created, but fermented by the superstition. Then that so that is illusion. So that is illusion. That eyes is illusion. So then by holding on truly existent, by holding on truly, the I, by holding on truly existent. So that cheats you, and deceives you. Then what to do? Don't cling on the hallucinated appearance. Then look at it empty. See, the opposite of that is looking at it true. Hold on, 100% it is true. But now the antidote, you see, the antidote, the best medicine, guidance, the instruction, what to practice. Oh, that's looking at it empty. Looking the eye empty. So now I have to go to the cells. So you see, as I told you, discovery already. So I, because there's aggregate, valid aggregate existing. So your valid mind, merely input I. Merely input I, make up the name I, but only labeled, but me labeled I. You see, because there's the valid aggregates, reason because that's existing. So, depending on that, and depending on the relation to that, then the I is a mirror. Is a mirror labeled by the mind. You see? That's the first is a superstition, permanent or the merely input I. You see, the first create I, the first thing. That other than that, not just not merely labeled. It's all hallucination. It's all hallucination. Not merely labeled by the mind. That is a person. Whatever make a person get view, person gets the subtle gata object to be reputed. So if you recognize this is a person gets gata object to be reputed, then by realizing this is empty, this is false. First you have to realize this false. Then through that you realize this empty. Then that's real emptiness. Right to the real emptiness, you realize that makes all the Buddhas so pleased. All the Buddhas are so pleased. When you see the person gives you emptiness, the real right one. So Lama said, Kasa, Birizalua, Jinditantalua, Muda, Ada, Kasa. Kaja Kode, Chunam Tamjiji, Jindinamia, Lua Metonshi, Kanshi, Konde Chunam Tamjiji, Jindinamia, Lua Metonshi, maybe Teso Kanyi Kushipa, Tene Sunday Devi Lamlashu, so that becomes that. Kanshi, Kode Chunam Tamjiji, anybody then you see the phenomena. Sometimes nibbana, any phenomena. the cause condition, unbearable. 가지고 다 천들이 준비했네요. Lovens cause conditions. Cause conditions. No bettering. Love methods, no bettering. So you realize. So the then castory. Maybe that's what can you go shiba. Maybe that's what can you go shiba. So the castory, you see the second of the second, first is middle imputed eye. You know, there's a wild bear's aggregate. So the eye is merely imputed by the mind. Now the second of that second, that's the first second. The second of that second, then is due to, as I mentioned, negative imprint collected on the mental continuum or the mere eye from beginner's rebirth by the ignorance. By ignorance, by ignorance, by ignorance. Here the root of samsara. By ignorance, you see, the negative imprint collected mental continuum or the mere eye from beginner's rebirth. So this imprint decorated project of the middle level eye then appear real one from its own side. The hallucination projected, decorated, appears a real eye. Also, then you see, rang to pe chebe tumala. So your ignorance, your superstitious mind, you see, then as it appears real one, appear real eye. Then hold on. This is 100% true. This is 100% true. This is real eye. So now the second time, your superstition, ignorance, jeba, the fermented this true existence. Fermented is this. Publicated this publicated this this true 100% true. Hold on, you see, Shamba. So now this illusion. You see now this illusion to you. This illusion. This illusion. You don't realize this illusion, but it's illusion. You understand? You go to some places, it is not there. Well, you think the movie, whatever you see in the movie, it's all from there. Now this person killed, now this happened, now this happened. Wow! You know, you have ups and downs, your life ups and downs, you're so worried about everything. There's nothing there, but it appears from there, real one from there, you see? You want to watch a movie, so like that. So in the movie or anything is not there, but you have this appearance. You see, it's real, you have this appearance. For example, very simple example, while you are having a dream. So when you recognize the dream is dream, so you appear something real happening from there, but you know there's nothing there. When you recognize the dream is dream, you understand? Make sure you think this. When you recognize the dream is dream, many practitioners of Tantra, they always recognize dream. So they're not into control of the hallucinated mind, this superstitious mind. So because they practice, so they control of the mind, so they can recognize the dream is dream. So yeah, they begin to use it for practice. And people practice tantra. So those who can recognize the dream is a dream. So it appears, but you know it's not there. So all of that, you see. So here, so the real I, see, tunnel. So so holding that real, holding this true. So holding this is true. In holding this true, then it completely cheat you. You understand? You have to know that. It completely cheat you. That basically means your concept cheat you. So here I say, cheat you from beginning. Not only cheat from this morning or from now, this hour. No. Cheat from your born. No. Cheat from beginning of birth. From beginning of birth. Cheat you. I've been cheating you. You understand? Oh, you have to know that. Cheat you. The person cheat because that. Then don't cling the don't believe, don't cling the the hallucinant appearance is true. Don't cling that. Then what you do? Don't look at it empty, as it's empty. You understand? That's the practice. That's to protect you, to guide you. I mean, not just the present time. What that makes you to be free from samsara of all truth, but realizing that, continuing that development of wisdom, you totally cease the cause of samsara, delusion, karmas, totally you become free. Oceans of samsara suffering, you understand? No suffering rebirth, no suffering old age, no suffering sicknesses, no suffering death. You understand? Just even think that, without thinking the suffering of change, all the samsara plateau, the preparation becomes, in the first one. That's great. So as I said, Buddhism is the only one that has so clearly explained how to be overcome or free from suffering rebirth, suffering old age, suffering sickness, So if you can research whole world religion, but it's Buddhism, all that results, you have to study, you have to exercise, meditate. Tunala machi, don't want to. So okay, so abstract, yeah. So that's it. So there's a few quotations that maybe tomorrow or something like that. So these are so important practice. Unbelievable important practice. Wow, so important. You see, from beginners, but you cheat yourself. You cheated yourself, with the wrong concept. So now, you do not cheat yourself. You see, free from oceans of samsara suffering, free from delusion, karma's cause. Not only that, then with the wisdom directly perceiving this, then you see the not only gross but subtle development. You see, then achieving enlightenment, percent mix. So anyway. So that's important, so important. This mentioned this one. So then stop there. Sujipum, the five aggregates, you see, Sujipumbo. So now they're analyzing the Pumba aggregates. You know, that because of that we label I. Okay, so because of that we receive the name I. So form is that Meshiga Sungja. That which is to be focused, to be known by the sense of the I. So that is the form. That is the form, so which can be seen by the sense of I. That's the form. So then, so it's Pumbo. Pumbo is, you see, meaning of Pumbo is many together, so many things heaped up. That's Pumbo. So this aggregate, you know, so many atoms, the subtle atoms, then the you know, then the different limbs and all the parts, and then you see Pumbo. So all together, and then heaped, and then Pumbo. So Pumbo. Then then Sure Pumbo, all the feeling, heaps of the feeling, the feeling pleasant, feeling unpleasant, indifferent, so like that. Yeah, so those are mental factors. So the Pumbo, heap of the compounding phenomena. Heap of the compounding phenomena. So the mental factor Sempa is intention, right? Intention. Sempa, the mental factor intention. So forth. The mind, so forth, intention, so forth, and is thrown by the karma. Is a ferment. No, how to say? Is produced by the karma. Produced by karma. So produced by karma. Then from this second compounding phenomena, then produces next second. This second, present second duce, produces the next second duce. You see, this our minute compounding phenomena produce the next minute compounding phenomena. This hour compounding phenomena produce next hour compounding phenomena. So produce. So like that. So this is so these mental factors, which does like this, continues like this, and there is compound phenomena. So like that. So we mentioned heaps of the form gone. So now the next one, duce, is a mental factor. Oh, so like that. Duce. So it gives idea of the duce, a combined phenomena. But also the general meaning, so general meaning, I don't know, this might be maybe more confusing, I don't know. Randa Tsundengi Namshi, Gaming Yula Yui, Chawa Chebe Na, Djedang. Randa Tsundengi Namshi, so the duchi, that which is similar to the consciousness, the compound phenomena, compounding, duchi pumbo, the heaps, the similar to the consciousness. So similar to consciousness, so similar to talking about similar in time aspects to the number, the substances, and the career to the number, the no, I went to that, to time, to number, the to Yamare. There's a five similar to the consciousness. There's a five similar to time, aspect, substance, I don't know, true, there's a five. So two I don't remember. So duce similar to the consciousness. What? Pizza? No time for pizza. So that makes, by being similar to the consciousness, that makes the consciousness to focus on the object of virtue and non-virtue. To move or to focus on the object of virtue and non-virtue. So during that activity, so therefore it's called the duce. The function is a particular function of the duce, that. So I explained one thing before, but that also gives the idea meaning duce. But here the one that dashi, there's a general explanation like that. So the Rangda Tsunting and Namshi, the compound phenomena, similar to the consciousness, five were similar, then it makes the consciousness to move or to focus on the virtues of virtue and non-virtue. Virtue and non-virtue's mind, you see, object of virtue and non-virtue's mind. So the duce, so that's their function. Oh, therefore it's called duce. Then many put together, then heaped up, there's pumbo. So now next one. So you have to think well, and you think well the explanation, so then you can get understanding. So duce is easy to understand. Yuju tumama imi tama kebara manawa sosoro chene zimbe na duce. So the particular of the objects, they kept the quality, the differences, the sign or differences the particular of the object, particular of the object, without mistaking, manora, without mistaking, then individually, so tennis, separate, individually, then able to discriminate this and that. So that's what's called the recognition. The heaps of recognition. Then general explanation. General explanation, then the recognition. Chi migyendang nangi tema takjin mangbe duam chokbale sheba chungay na dishis. So outer focusing condition, chi migyen outer focusing condition. And the inner nange tamataji, image condition, tamataji, nange, image city, many gathered, outer focusing condition, and inner immediate specific condition, so many gathered. Then the knowing phenomena Sheba, then knowing phenomena Sheba rises, then it's called Dishi. So Dishi, so also I planned at the beginning, so I get the right idea. So the now number Shepa. So that number Shepa is knowing the aspect. Number Shepa. And number Shepa, knowing the aspect of the object. So usually more to Rigpa Namchit, the mainly you discover, you see, mainly you see the essence of the object. Essence, mainly you see essence of object. That's number Shepa, knowing the aspect. So I get to consciousness. Aggregate of consciousness. So like that. So that's easy. Yeah. Okay. So these are the five aggregates. So you see now again five aggregates. Looks like there's a five aggregates existing from its side, but there's a hallucination. You see, like the eye. There is no real I exists from there. Similar exists. That one total distance. You see, what exists is what is level by mind. It's like there's I, but it's like doesn't exist. Like that. So the five aggregates looks real from there, but in the reality, it's not there. Just like the eye, not there. So, what is there is what is the medium, paragat, what is the medium to one medium by the mind. What is there is that. That's all, nothing more than that. You understand? Nothing more than that. So, you see, so it's not completely non-existent, but it is, but it's like doesn't exist. You understand? Non-existent. Oh, so then it goes on. So reality that that is the main impetus by the mind, because the multiverse is there, the multiverse is there. But even the multiverse, this line, I mean the parmesan is parmesan is like that. So anyway, even the multiverse, even that do not exist from the, it looks like existence from sight, but it is not there. So what is there? So what is merely impressed by mind? The base. Merely impressed by mind. So that exists, but that light doesn't exist. So it's totally empty. Totally empty from its own side. See? So that so goes on. So all the base like that. So this base is a phenomena to be labeled compared to the base. Fire gas is a the best structure is which is to be labeled, phenomena which is labeled because there's a base of that. Fire gas, then there's base to label each one. So it goes on. So that's endless. I mean, so kind of like that is best. Then combine each one, then there's all label. So looks like all the phenomena is structure label becoming like that. If you look at everything, structure. Everything is made labeled by mind. Structure. And it exists, but it's like doesn't exist. So like that. So everything's totally empty from inside. Everything is like that. So, I mean, the meditation like this, you're listening talk from me or great Lama Zopa, and then the real Lama Zopa is not there. Not there, doesn't exist. You see, and you, real one, I, real one, little Lama Zopa, also I, listener, real I, listener, no, not there. You see, not there at all. In such an atom, in the carbon, real carbon, as carbon Monastery. The real Gomba, appearing from there is not there. The reality, totally empty, not there. In the base of that, all this what you labeled, real base what exists from there is not there. So nothing is there. So totally empty from society. Totally empty from society. So you go to bathroom from here, there's no real pee-pee. Real pee-pee, no, there's no real pee-pee in poo-poo. There's no real bathroom. From existing from there, no. It's totally empty. So you go to, those who eat dinner, go to real kitchen was not there. It's all totally not there. And then the real food, totally not there. And the base food, totally not there. So eater is not there, food is not there, eating action is not there, so nothing, so totally empty. So this is meditation. This is meditation, so depending on what you're doing. So I stay. So like the Lama said, Tuna machine, don't look at it, don't cling to the hallucination and look at it empty. Oh, that meditation. So that's one meditation in daily life. Not now. in their life. Oh, then you become the best psychology, you're the best meditator, you're the best guru, you are the best police, you're the best whatever, doctor. The best guy. Yeah. Oh. So like that, you see, only walking, you do the meditation, then you see, sitting, you know. Then other things, like the certain practice, do not so million push it, not the breast, I don't say. This is me thinking that is true, just therefore, true, look at it, hallucination. You know, the problem is looking at it, believing this is true, but then look at it, hallucination. Instead of that, look at the hallucination, which is the hallucination. All the delusion don't arise. All the root of samsara, the basis of delusion, don't arise. Oh, then it happens the delusion don't arise. Wow, look at it, hallucination, acid. This is the practice of bodhisattva. Oh, this is not a mindfulness practice. I think I've told you already, but now I'm emphasizing. Very important mindfulness practice. So, looking at it, hallucination, and then also look at it merely imputed by mind. Is merely imputed by mind. Action is merely imputed by mind. Object is merely imputed by mind. So everything is merely imputed by mind. That's one way. So everything goes to the emptiness. So, okay, I stop here. Thank you very much. So thank you. Okay, Chandro, Sandro, Rinpoche, Maje, Bana, Jeju, Jeba, Nyambame, Kone, Gonda, Bevara, Jo, Tunye, Tawa, Rinpoche, Maje, Bana, Jeju, Jeba, Nyamba, Kone, Gonda, Bevara, Jo, Tsara, Gonda, Jawa, Tonga, Vete, Jeju, Nyungo, Zeze, Java, Bel, Santinya, Takeje, Tayang, Dharma, Jeji, Mishananda, Same, Chindan, Just the jet and sugar, Los Angeles and then Javara show. Pandalama, just triple Lama, he's on a Dalama to be like that. So Pandalama, Jindawa, Gudangu, Singanda, Jijis, and Josamba, Jindawa, Tadago, Nanda, Jojo, Betazo, Amagavation, Abasajas, and Jerawa, somebody at a did all the past the best and be the medical number listen to the medical number to put us and made the consider war, famine, disease, poverty, all the dangers, all the harms, the dangers of earth, fire, water, wind, all these problems babies by immediately. Now, and Kasure. Oh, then the man is all filled with perfect peace, happiness. Yeah, including enlightenment. Bajna loving kind compassion, both is the inherent heart. Having there. Then the did all the past, present, future, marriage, culture, Brahma, Trisha, marriage, culture, number, listen to me, Trisha, marriage, culture, number, Buddhas, and then marriage, sentence, who see me, touch me, remember, think of me, then hearing voice, just that, but the sentence, I see, I hear their voice, and remember, touch, all that. Just about that, may all that suffering of sentiment be destroyed immediately, and achieve all the happiness, perfect happiness, and enlightenment. All that to happen. That Tanya Tonga Sama Jitu Tanya Drusaka Tanto Java Tamdi Timala Dua Kuchin and Namba Kundu Detan Danger. Did all the past, present, future, marriage, college, marriage, college, number, listen, demon, number, Buddhas. Which exists in my name. Do that, matter I who exists in the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in mere name. And lead the sentient beings who exist in the mere name to that Buddhahood which exists in the mere name. And by myself alone, leaded by myself alone, who exists in mere name. Jamban Bave, Jita Jimbata Kunda Samboti, and the Jinda Tata Kunji Jitandalu, Gawata, Tanjuratu, Motu, the Chepe, Jawatam, Jijunga, Gala to the Tage, Tawati, Jasambo to Jiratu Moranji.
Sashi, Bugi Chushe Meto Tam, Rira Linshinye de Gambadi, Sange Shinto Metebul, Toko Namda Shinla Chovar Sho, Idam, Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniya Dayami.
Jiten Kamde, Pende Malova, College,
Sambali Shino, Kardin Sume, Tenzin Gyasucho, Kuse Tenzin, Spiritual Mentor Sho. Tu Tzu Chan Shen Chang Gen Gyao Ten Sen Kyong Bel We Kun Su Do Bor Se Cho Sung Kur We Le Mun Tu Du Pan Da So Du Je Kun Du Sha Ten Shu.
So this is there's another one missing, the wisdom is missing. The only both compassion is. Yeah, so I think there's orders Singapore. Kopan shop. Oh, I see, I didn't know. Okay, Kopan shop. Kopan shop. But FPMT, you see that Singapore are liberated animal, nearly 300 million to 100 million, long time ago finished, liberating animal. And then second 100 million finish, third, you know? Now 100 million liberated animals. So it's the most number of liberated animal liberated. There's one monk. What's it? We have to say it much. Monk. What's his name? He liberated. He has dogs and cows and a lot. I didn't see, but I went 2 times. He liberated fish who don't eat other fish, or fish, vegetarian fish. This has vegetarian fish. Yeah, then he liberated this. I joined his liberation the beach 2 times. But I heard in Taiwan, one area, there's a lot of cows and rocks. So there's another one. He liberated many millions. So Taiwanese government came to check whether there's something wrong, maybe his mind or something. But I think they wondered, okay. So that happened a long time ago. So I don't know how many, but FPMT, the Singapore ABC, Fred, he ordered many, he put effort for a long time, so nearly 300 million. So liberated, maybe done now 30 million, I think maybe. I don't know exactly, but that much liberated, you see. So that the many fish, I think, there's other animals, but many fish. The truck is carried and then go around the center. Big fish is the truck with the water. So the truck goes around the center is many whole objects. So do it like that. So purify and cause to achieve enlightenment, okay? So thank you very much. Good night.